And here we will discuss the point that we have to review useful life of intangible assets, and especially those intangible assets which are having indefinite useful life. Because we know very well that when there is indefinite useful life, we do not amortize that intangible asset. Okay. And the moment we feel that there is some indication that the life is no more indefinite, there is some definite useful life associated to that asset, we will stop and we will start amortizing that asset, okay, after doing its impairment. So whatever the change that will be occurring because of this review, such change will be accounted for under IAS 8. Okay, we know very well that IAS 8 is about the change in accounting estimates. Okay, तो वो जो पहले हम कर चुके सो कर चुके, that was as per the previous estimation or the previous scenario. वो गलत नहीं है, उसको error नहीं कहेंगे, वो accounting policy की change नहीं है. Rather, it would be taken as a change in accounting estimate, because earlier scenario or the circumstances or the environment was supporting that intangible asset for its indefinite useful life. But now the current scenario or the circumstances or the environment are supporting that this intangible asset has a finite useful life. तो इसको prospective impact लेकर जाएंगे. Well, there is a scenario which will give us more understanding about this case study, that how the indefinite useful life is considered as a finite useful life and what we do as an accountant. So the licensing authority subsequently decides that it will no longer renew broadcasting license of the entity to which it has already been awarded, but rather will auction the licenses. They will auction the license. At the time the licensing authority's decision is made, the sample company's broadcasting license has 3 years until its expiry. अब उन्होंने कहा कि हम आपको रिन्यू नहीं करेंगे. सैंपल कंपनी के पास 3 साल मौजूद. अब ये क्या इंडिकेट कर रहा है हमें कि अब इंडेफिनिट यूजफुल लाइफ नहीं है. अब रिन्यू 10 years 10 years 10 years वाली कहानी खत्म. This is the last decade and last 3 years of that decade are left with the sample company. अब सैंपल कंपनी ये देखेगा कि क्या वो इन 3 years में इकोनॉमिक बेनिफिट हासिल कर सकता है. तो कंक्लूजन क्या हुआ? सैंपल कंपनी एक्सपेक्ट्स that the license will continue to produce net cash inflow until the license expires. वो 3 साल लाइसेंस जब तक एक्सपायर नहीं होगा, सैंपल कंपनी will continue on enjoying the economic benefits associated to that license. Because the broadcasting license can no longer be renewed, so its useful life is no longer indefinite. अब वो finite हो गई. अब क्या करेंगे? अब हम ये करेंगे कि अब यहां पर रुक कर हम उसकी पहले तो इम्पेयरमेंट टेस्ट करें कि whatever the carrying amount appearing in our balance sheet would be compared with the recoverable amount of that asset. If different, means agar recoverable amount is lower than the carrying amount, the difference would be taken to impairment loss. और फिर जो carrying amount बाकी बच जाएगी would be spread it over its remaining 3 years of useful life. और वो जो 1 साल का हिस्सा होगा that would be known as amortization. Okay? तो ये वो है जहां पर कि हम फिर IAS 36 को भी अप्लाई कर रहे होते हैं उसकी इम्पेयरमेंट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, और हम IAS 8 अप्लाई कर रहे होते हैं उसकी चेंज इन अकाउंटिंग एस्टिमेट के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से कि उसकी प्रोस्पेक्टिव ट्रीटमेंट ले रहे होते हैं उसके अमोर्टाइजेशन फॉर द अपकमिंग 3, क्योंकि उसकी indefinite useful life अब finite हो गई. This is the scenario which gives us understanding about the review. This review, annual review होना चाहिए. Review of useful life should be undertaken annually, ताकि कहीं पर भी कोई ऐसा इंडिकेशन मौजूद है, तो वी शुड एड्रेस दैट एट वंस। थैंक यू।